powering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining another edition of Society Now, a show that really does reach out to people, have this conversation about life. How do you make it happen? What's the riveting content that we bring weekly? We have to talk discussions that you bring back to your home, from the hood, from the I guess the pulpit to the professional office. I don't know. But my name is Kira Laws, and you can follow me on Instagram at the modern day Cindy. That's Cindy with the I, not a Y. And to my far, far left. Oh my God! We talk about people that wear sunglasses on the inside, I do. Today
I'm just doing it on purpose.
You
I'm
have
being silly.
Signed up.
No, don't put me on that list. I don't want to be on that list.
I mean, it's cool on videos.
Yeah, but this is not a video. This is Society Now, and this your man Kanan Laws, aka Senior Wapo. Do me a quick favor. Remember, go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, and type in SENORGUAPO713. Holla at your boy. I'm so excited to be in your ear and on your screen. You're tuned in again to Society Now. I'm extra. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know.
What's happening right now?
I have no idea.
It's spinning out of control, but it's going to keep us in control. It's going to tell us about a lot of things we need to quit doing.
Yeah.
We have a special guest here today.
Yeah.
Let the special guest tell us who he is.
My name is Jason B. Montanez. I call myself the undisputed world champion of quitting.
Oh, I love it.
Heavyweight world champion of quitting.
Okay.
230 and up. You hear me?
230 and up.
You hear me?
All right, heavyweight.
That one hitter quitters.
Yeah.
And
they got about 4
yeah,
rounds.
That's
4 rounds.
it.
No conditioning.
I gotta get them out before 4 rounds. I have to, because after 4 rounds it's a wrap. But I'm here to talk about my new book. I've got 99 Things to Quit, and giving up is one.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, we can really jump right in on that one, because you think about, this is a time where people are, the mental, emotional, psychological state of a lot of people right now is kind of wavering. It's waning. A lot of people are feeling hopeless.
Right.
A lot of things are happening in front of us, right in front of us. Social media, the news, a lot of, just conditions of the world today. People feel like there's not a lot of hope. So they quit. So how did we get here? Who are you? How did we get here? What is your background?
Well, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I moved to Houston, Texas 11 years ago now, and corpreneur. So
I love that, corpreneur.
I had stints with Verizon, with American Express. I have a leadership consulting firm where I focus on leadership, sales, and customer service. And the way we got here is I saw too many people giving up, and especially people that we would think are whole from the outside. and they got everything going from the outside, but obviously, they were broken on the inside, as we all are. And I just want to make sure that I add that we're all broken in some form of fashion. And to be honest with you, we have to stay broken, right? Because the broken we are, the more closer that we will be to Him. Not to be a preacher. Not to be preacher.
Listen, bring it
on.
But
you gotta have a broken spirit and contrite heart.
Yep,
sure.
Definitely. So I saw, what last year, I saw so many celebrities like taking their lives.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade.
Yeah.
Multimillionaires, billionaires having billion dollar companies.
Yeah.
And they're giving up, right? So I wrote this book because we have to quit. There's a differentiation between giving up and quitting.
Yeah.
So quitting is the process, the procedures about going through life, right? So if it's a negative thought, feeling, or behavior, we're going to have to quit those things in order to progress. And that's what the giving up is. Like, we can never stop the progress in continuing what our hopes, our dreams, what we aspire to be is. And that's really the essence of this movement, the quitting movement, and the essence of whether it's a thought, feeling, behavior, or people that you got to kind of quit out of your life in order to progress. Yeah. One of my good friends today wrote on Facebook, he said, you got to go through separation in order to get to the elevation.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's it right there. I mean, a lot of people are so afraid to detach.
Right.
They feel like in their detachment, this concept of I'm going to be lonely. Yeah. And I remember a very wise person told me, like, you're not lonely, you're set apart.
That's right.
And you got to have that type of mindset, because if you believe that you're lonely, then that lonely road leads to different types of mindset, right? And then that's when that feeling of desperation comes on you, that feeling of wanting, waning, you just start becoming less of who you were created to be. Versus when you're set apart, you have a different, I guess when I thought about it, if I'm being set apart, then I can appreciate the progress that I'm being put through, or the process I'm being put through, right? Because I feel like I have more hope. But when you feel lonely, you feel like you're just going through it by yourself, and that's just a weird place to be.
And I think it's important to make the distinction. There's a difference between alone and being lonely. Right. Sometimes it's okay for us to be alone, to be with yourself. Right. That quitting thing that you're talking about, and I'm just shooting in the dark right now, is a time to quiet the noise. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get whatever I'm doing. I gotta get away because I'm too spread thin. I have too much going on. This person's in my ear. Mom saying this. Whatever those things that are pulling at against you.
To quit, yeah.
I gotta quit that.
That's right.
Because I need to center. I need to center, and I need, for us, I can speak freely at this table. We need to get one with the Lord. Get back to my focus, and back to the one, as musicians say.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. And so that there's a strong distinction between loneliness and being alone. Alone is okay. Lonely, all right. Then there might be some issues.
Yeah, it does play on your psyche,
sure.
Right? It plays on your psyche when you really feel like you're alone. How we depict it anyway. But so from this book, like, if you were going to say, what are the top things, or maybe your top 5 things you would say, like, there's some things that stick out to you as you were writing that people should quit?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think the top one is quit listening to people.
Quit listening, because everybody don't have the information.
Because there's so much content out there, and there's so many experts out there that will impart their fears, their fears on you, and they're gonna try to instill that fear so you don't progress.
Listen,
right? So you definitely want to quit listening to other people. I would say quitting the procrastination. Yeah. Right? Take that leap. Fail fast. Go seek failure. Right? Quit being afraid to fail.
Quit being afraid to fail. Just go out there and do it.
Just go out there and do it. Especially if you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
I had a book launch last week, and a gentleman said that we have to quit to fail. I'm sorry, we have to fail fast. And I agree with that, only if you're failing fast at what you're passionate and your purpose is. Because if you are failing fast on things that you're not passionate about, it's going to be like a hamster on a wheel, and you're going to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, and then a lot of what I talk about in this book, one of them, just going off the top of the head, is quit being a slave to the debtor.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay?
Come on.
And the
Was
reason
there offering plate around here?
the reason why I say that is because if you fail fast on something that you're not passionate about, if you expend time, energy, resources on that, most likely you're probably going to get into debt over that. And most people don't pursue their goals, their dreams, and everything like that is because maybe there's a financial burden, whether it's school loans or, you went to school and you got some debt and you can't follow what your true heart is and what you really, really want to do. So those are some of the things I would say that straight off the top of my head that people need to quit. Now, I detailed 99, right?
99 problems, but that ain't one. No.
and I'll get to that too.
Yeah.
But I detailed 99, but even after detailing 99, I was like, I just thought of one I ain't put in the book, right?
Like,
so there's
there's more. There's always more.
Right?
What that means
There's a part two.
Part two.
It's a volume.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a book tour. It's a speaker circle.
Exactly.
I was thinking like the two of the things you did mention. I thought about quit listening to people. I think a lot of times people are using their familiar relationships or the closeness, the proximity of relationship to build what they think their path is, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes that could be a family member, a coworker, whatever it is, and we try to draw on their information about what we're doing in our life. And I tell people I really have learned quickly, don't seek people for validity or validation about what I'm supposed to be doing, because that might not have been revealed to them.
That's right.
And I had one incident that happened to me when I first graduated school, and I said I felt led to do something, and I shared it with someone. And the first thing they were saying, like, "Are you sure you're supposed to do that?" And sometimes you hear that automatically makes you start rethinking everything. I'm like,
exactly.
Oh. And I went from being so excited to being deflated. And I was like, I learned from that one moment. I was like, I need to learn to be quiet.
That's right.
And trust my own instinct.
That's right. Quit the self-doubt.
Quit the self-doubt.
You got to quit the self-doubt.
Quit the self-doubt.
Quit the self-doubt.
So, Jason, where did the inspiration come from? I know you said you're in leadership. You're a corpreneur. But where did the inspiration for these 99 things, for this publication, for this book, where did it come from?
Well, I can tell you that it came from personal experiences. It came from the experiences of others. Even to be transparent, I had to do a lot of self-reflection, and this whole quitting movement is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to look yourself in the mirror, and you got to be real with yourself, and you got to be brutally honest with yourself and say, you know what? I really need to quit that. And I have to give all my 99% of the credit to my wife. Yeah. And because in my consulting, I would go out to consult, and I wouldn't be that same consultant when I came home. Come on, man. Right? So I wouldn't. I would be a better employee than a better husband. And when you have a strong woman behind you,
come on now,
she'll call you out on your BS, right?
No doubt.
So I had to do some introspection. I had to look deep in myself and say, okay, these are some of the things that I need to quit. And I said, you know what? If I need to quit, this book is all about serving people. And not only from the wisdom that I've acquired just through life, but from watching other people, right? And seeing what works, what didn't work with other people. And I actually put that in this book as well. And then to get back to the title, right? So from New York.
Before we get to the title, God, we getting some game, we getting some nuggets, and we getting some really, really good wisdom here. We're talking about the quitting movement, and there's something that some people that we know very well would like you to quit. And those people are the Houston Housewives of Finance, and they are sponsoring this portion of the show. Now, did you know that only 4 states in the U.S. offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they do not have enough savings. Okay? Don't become one of these statistics. Please let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. Now, ask how you can participate in a complimentary, that means free, financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Now, we're talking with Brother Montanez, Montanez rather, and we're talking about this quitting movement. And the title of the book is "I've Got 99 Things to Quit, and Giving Up Is One." Tell me about the title, please.
So,
dígame.
Claro que sí.
Yeah,
so listen. So what it really boiled down to was I wanted a catchy title, and coming from New York, specifically being born and raised Brooklyn, New York, then we moved up to Rockland County, which is about 30 miles from Manhattan, and you have Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
So most people, when they see this title, they're like, oh, I got 99 pounds, right? But I was like, no. What it really boils down to is Matthew chapter 18, verse 12 and 13. Okay, you have a shepherd. He has 100 sheep. One of them go astray. He leaves 99 of those sheep in search for that one. Okay? So,
come on now.
So basically what I'm saying...
It's the offering place, y'all. Right here, it's the offering place.
Basically,
just pass it.
What I'm saying is, if you forego, if you relinquish, if you quit 99 of these things and just go after that one sheep, and in this case is the power, the persistence of never ever giving up, then that's the key that unlocks everything in life. So
That's good.
leave 99 of these things by the wayside. Go after always, just never, just whatever your dreams, your hopes, your desires, go after them with great intention, with great purpose, with great vigor, and you can accomplish anything it is that you want in life.
I think, I was agreeing with you. I mean, I was sitting there thinking, like, one of the things, another thing you mentioned was about, failing fast, and also that whole idea of failing forward, like going after something. You think about all the stories of people failing, but they were failing at something they loved. Like you said, the Steve Jobs, we've heard the story, the Gates, that all these different people that have created great things, but there's never a story about this creation without a story about failure. And they always include the story of failure. And I think that as a society, we don't embrace failure. We actually shame people when they fail. We don't, we don't reward the effort. And there's a conversation that goes on, especially in sports and athletics. They talk about should everyone get a trophy? Well, if you're doing something that you love, regardless if you win, I think you should definitely get a pat on the back or something that says, "Hey, we're proud of you." But I don't think we're encouraging that type of behavior. Hence, you become a person who's always seeking, I need to make sure I win, and if I don't win, I don't want to pursue it.
Exactly.
That becomes a mindset that we have to really start reworking in our society.
So I look at it like this, right? Either something's going to work or it's not. You got a 50-50 chance. I like those odds.
Oh, without doubt.
I like those odds.
Right, that's true.
Right.
In school you got to get 70,
Right.
70%. Right, which means there's a 70-30 chance of you passing. But in business or in life or whatever project you're trying to get done, a relationship, it's a 50-50 chance, and the gamble always exists. So when you're afraid to pursue something because of any one of these 99 things, you in effect might as well not go after it.
Right.
Because the gamble is going to always exist. Either it's going to work or it's not. 50-50.
Exactly.
So I think and I also love this thing called the quitting movement. That's so dope to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's really fly. Number one, from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
What you mean?
Yeah.
But secondarily, there's a lot of weight and there's a lot of substance to it.
Yeah.
So in developing, the book, tell us about the writing process. What's that like?
So this book took me about a year and a half. I had to go through probably various iterations of the book. So it all started with just detailing 99 things, and then going through each of the 99 things. And what I feel is really unique, and remember, I wrote this book to serve. So with all the things that I'm saying to quit, I'm also saying, okay, you need to quit this, but you need to start doing this.
Right.
So I'm also offering my recommendations as
Right.
well to try to help how I think, and it may work, it may not work for you, right? But I'm offering my advice on what things to do with that. But as far as the quitting movement, like you were talking about, the quitting movement is something that is very special to me. It's really dear to my heart, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change the negative connotation associated with the word quit.
Yeah.
Right? So all of our lives we've been fed this narrative that quitting is for losers, quitters never win, and winners never quit. But I'm totally changing the game and saying,
which is a bunch of bull, man.
You need to quit.
You need to stop. Like, let's just let's just take it to sports.
Yeah.
Stop shooting a jumper with your elbow out.
There you go.
You're not gonna hit it. Quit.
That's right.
Stop traveling. Quit.
Exactly.
Stop fouling out.
That's
Quit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
you're 100% correct, man.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct.
For a track guy, quit not pumping your arms. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're not running. Quit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, for sure. Stop eating salt and stuff before, because you're gonna cramp up. Quit.
Exactly.
You know? So when you take that metaphor, that's really good, man.
Because
that's really good.
Here's the thing, right? So there are tons of books out there that tell people what to do. I could sit here and tell people. People ask me all the time, what do I have to do to be successful? I could tell you that all day. But I had an epiphany while I was consulting. I was sitting with one of these employees, and I'm like, there's nothing I can tell you to do that's going to help you unless you start quitting these things. Because if you don't stop this stuff,
right,
you're not going to progress.
Yeah.
No matter what I tell you to do.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah. That's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, this is an ideology, you guys, that you have to subscribe to. And I want to talk to our subscribers as well. Hey, Facebook, what's up? And we want to ask that you subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher, and review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback, and share this Facebook Live post and the entire show when it goes live with your family and friends. And you can donate, we certainly appreciate it, to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. We need your coin. Listen, Siobhan, what's up, Siobhan? We appreciate you tuning in, and everybody else who tuned in and shared. Thank you all so much. Make sure that you connect with us when the show goes live. Hit subscribe so you can get the rest of the show and learn about some of these problems, or these things rather, that you need to quit, because I guarantee you got some that you do.
That's right.
Talking with this about the quitting movement, changing the narrative, right? Let me get a little personal. Give me 5 things you had to quit that you realized you had to quit.
Well, that's easy. I had to quit being impatient.
Our producer, I wish y'all could hear our producer Terry. Shout out to Terry. She been amening and umming all show. Oh my God.
Terry's like, dang, this dude got to quit some stuff, boy. She's like, I had to quit being impatient. I had to quit being quick to anger, right? I had to. Yeah. I had to quit listening to people. Right? I had to quit not using social media. All my people out there on Facebook Live, I was not somebody that really loved social media, because in my opinion, it's like a highlight reel, and it only shows the good things. And basically what we were talking about earlier is that people will just give up because it's not happening as fast as they think it should happen
because of what's been posted online,
right?
It's
so, when I look back and I look at anybody who's ever been successful, they had to go through it. They had to pay their dues. I mean, you probably saw that picture of Jeff Bezos, in like a little office, and now he has the most valuable company in the world, right?
$168
billion.
Right.
So those are some of the things that I had to quit. and I had to quit procrastinating too, right? So in order to finish a book or write a book, you have to quit procrastinating,
Man,
really
get off my street, man,
and focus.
Get off my street.
Yeah,
I got one I've been writing for 3 years.
Oh, really?
3 years.
Yeah.
Like
Do
literally,
it.
3. I just need to sit down.
You got to.
I need to quit procrastinating.
You do.
God, get off my street, man. Stepping on these toes, man. I know I got 13s, but you can move around them. You ain't got to step on them. Listen, we're talking with Jason Montanez regarding 99. I've got 99 things to quit, and giving up isn't one. Make sure.
It is one.
I'm sorry. See, the song is stuck in my head.
Yeah,
99 things to quit, and giving up is one. A practical guide on what to quit and how to start living my best life, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you don't need to go back and forth with yourself.
That's
so
right.
Quit 99. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Quit these 99 things, man. And so let's talk to give us. You said the tagline: "Quitting is winning."
Yeah.
Why?
Well, in order to win, you have to quit. You have to quit the negative thoughts, the feelings, the behaviors, the people that have been holding you back. Because in my opinion,
Pause there.
Yeah.
Pause there.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That quitting the people.
Yep.
You know, especially as folks with our skin. You know, POCs, people of color. Whether you're Latino, whether you're African American, you're Asian, we're taught, generally speaking, persons of color. We're used to, especially in this country, a communal environment. Everybody's input, right?
Right.
You got to listen to a grandma. You got, you don't want to disappoint your mom or your dad. Like all of that thing. But sometimes quitting people is what's necessary for you to reach it, to walk into destiny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I can tell you that's the hardest thing that I've had to do is quit people, because especially like you said, in our community, in our culture, it really is about, people always talking about loyalty, right? And being loyal. And if you're not doing what it is that they think you should be doing, then you're seen as like you're disloyal or something, right? And with this quitting movement, you also have to understand that people are going to quit you too, because once you change, check this out. Once you change, people are going to be like, oh, he changed, so now he can't do anything for me like he used to. I'll give you an example, right? So when I was a single gentleman, and I used to go out, and I was very generous, and I buy everybody drinks, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm with a fiance and a wife, and we're trying to build our family and everything. I don't go out like that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't go to the bar and buy drinks like that, and I'm so free like I used to be when I was just worrying about myself.
Right.
And people, they quit me. They
they dumped you.
Yeah, they dumped me.
They
said
were
I
flaky
changed
anyway.
But I go back to Jay. I didn't do all this to stay the same.
I didn't do. Listen, the wisdom is there, y'all. The wisdom. I mean, you don't do all these things to get your mind right, to elevate, to stay the same. Like, you changed. I should have.
Right.
I should not be the same person I was when you met me. There should be some elevation to my character.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
for sure, there's some change there.
There's some change there, man. You gotta elevate your character. You gotta do the things that make you smile.
That's
I
right.
mean, absolutely. And this portion of the show is brought to you by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and a friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Chandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Again, the number is 713-789-8680. Elite Dental Wellness. Really? I mean,
Gotta get them pearly whites, man.
Bleep.
Pearly whites,
it's
you got to.
important. And then I
Quit
tell
not taking care of your teeth. for
facts.
real.
quit not taking care of
You know
your
what I'm saying?
hygiene in
Your
general.
health, your
Your
body.
health, because
All right.
your teeth are important. We want them to look good, right?
Right,
But
right.
outside of that, your oral hygiene is important because it's connected to your heart. It's also connected to your brain. So if nothing else, think about the longevity. You know what I'm saying? How do you want to end this life? Do you want to end this life because you? Yeah.
And guess
I
what
don't
else?
know.
Right.
Guess
He's
what
like-
else your teeth are connected to? My nose.
Oh yeah.
It's important.
I'm just.
I remember watching an
facts.
episode.
Why they so close though? Why they be so close?
To keep you accountable.
Like
you can smell it.
When people don't take
Oh yeah, because I'm like,
they gotta be all in your face.
Okay, that's because they're nose
using
blind.
H's.
I say that they're nose
W's.
blind because they live with that, so they can't smell that.
Oh man.
Absolutely. No, for sure.
Isn't that crazy
That's
how
crazy.
that works?
That's
and
crazy.
then that conversation. Well, we're going all off track, but that conversation. This is important though,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. Peppermints do not equal
You
breath,
know what?
good breath.
You know what?
Yeah.
We got to come back.
Breath
We got to because my wife has been saying that for years. We've been together 10 years. We just celebrated our 10th anniversary. I love you, baby.
Congratulations.
Love you too.
And she's been saying it the whole 11 years I've known her.
And he was like, "No." I was like, "Babe, I'm
whatever,
telling
whatever.
you."
And then I
peppermints
actually found
make your breath stink.
I actually found an empirically based article that
Wow.
supports it.
Like, stop eating
I was
peppermints.
like,
and if
yo,
anything,
this is
chew
crazy.
some gum.
I sent it to her. She's like, I told you.
I'm like, it's better for you to chew some minty gum than suck on a peppermint because you're putting sugar on your tongue. It's coating your tongue and it's making it smell.
And that coating chaps the bacteria. Anyway,
Right.
Quit
Back to you.
peppermints.
Quit
I didn't
pepper-
put that one in there, but quit peppermints.
This
for real.
is real game, people. We're saving lives.
we are saving
Quit
lives.
peppermints.
for real.
And Jason
You got it, bro.
Montanez.
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 Montanez. Jason Montanez is
little
saving
salsa on
lives.
there, man.
I feel like I want
You know
to.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, a little merengue on there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. You know, he's saving lives as well. Make sure you go get his book. I've got 99 things to quit, and giving up isn't
Is
one.
It-
That gummit. That's the second time I've done that.
But you know what?
It makes sense because that's what we're taught.
Exactly.
We're
That's really
taught
good.
Exactly.
I just think
We're
Jay-Z
taught
was in my head.
not to give up. So it's
Exactly.
counter-cultural
Yeah.
to
It's
say.
counterintuitive to what we know.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive. It's You know, we're quit. Like, you don't quit. Quitters are not good. I'm like, no, you actually need to quit. You need to give up some things. And I think it's really great. It's catchy for
No,
sure.
for sure.
I mean, you want to get. I'm like,
Right.
what? But you know, at the same time, people need to understand that it is healthy.
Right.
I realize that we just don't talk enough about the things we need to die to. You know,
Right.
and we're in church, or they talk, or when you read your Bible, or if that's what you believe, what you subscribe to, they talk about dying to certain things,
Right.
things you need to let go of. It's the same concept. Like, you need to let go of a lot of things. A lot of us are carrying things that we shouldn't carry and expecting to be walking through this life real light. Like, I mean, a lot of baggage. Like, we're walking around with bags that people, matter of fact, bags that our family put on us. I mean, literally, we need to quit the expectation of others.
That's right.
Let it
That's
go,
right.
man.
That's
Just let
right.
it go.
And what you said was so powerful, where you talked about subscribing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're in a day and an age where everybody wants you to subscribe to something, right?
Sign
You
up.
can subscribe
Sign
to
up.
society now, though.
Yeah, well,
It's a
we
good
do
thing.
want definitely society now, because obviously you see they bring great content.
Absolutely.
And, you know, so we definitely need to subscribe to society now,
for sure.
because look at the stuff that we're talking about
I
right
mean,
now.
it's healthy.
Right? This is healthy. This is going to help people. This is counterintuitive. So anything that is counterintuitive to success, I want people to quit.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to help people understand that the only way to be successful in life is to quit the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, people that are holding you back, and to never ever give up, whatever your purpose is.
And I want to add to that. I'm like, I love that, and I want to add, like, quit those conversations, quit having those or even rehearsing those words to yourself, or the confessions. A friend of ours came to visit us last summer, and we were talking about the confessions, the things that we say out loud, the things we let come out of our mouth that are limiting.
Ooh.
And I mean, we don't realize how the mouth and the brain are connected as you speak. So it is. So your mouth, your brain, and your ears are all connected. So once you say that thing, it's heard, and your brain acts upon it. There is a reason why people that feed themselves affirmations actually go far in life.
Ooh.
Because they don't believe there's nothing they cannot do.
Love it.
And I think that we don't necessarily talk enough about that either. Quit rehearsing failure and rehearse some successful conversations.
Yes.
Or even say, if I fail today, I can try again tomorrow. Like, you
Wow.
have to be able to calibrate, like oil yourself,
Recalibrate. That's right.
recalibrate,
That's
or
right.
oil yourself up and be like, I'm going to go out and do it again, because I'm like, I know this is in my heart, right? This is I have a passion about. And I don't think enough people have that conversation. I know I used to be like, in my family, I probably was like the health nut or something. Like, one day I came home and I was like, I don't eat beef or pork, and I don't eat this and that. And they're like, oh, how'd you do that? I was like, I felt like it was real easy. On one side of the family, they were struggling with this. On the other side of the family, struggling with that. I don't even want to struggle with any of it. So for me, I just cut it off. I don't want to have to. But with that, I started picking up better habits, and I'm like, well, I love this and I love that, and I want to try this and I want to try that, and I had to convince people that eating more green was better for them, or eating more, or drinking more water was better for them. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to convince you of that. This is your life. Right. But I was quitting a behavior that I saw played out in my family. I'm quitting making excuses about I love it so much I can't let it go. You don't love pork that much, you can't let it go.
Exactly. That's something that you're feeding yourself.
You're feeding yourself.
And if we really want to get really into it, another thing that I love what you said is death and life exists. Power of the tongue.
Power of the tongue. And
that's it.
That means not enough people are talking.
Speak.
It will be. And speaking of which,
yes,
the Sphere gives you that type of platform. And so this portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or email us at advertise@thesphere.tv. Again, the number is 832-772-7789 or email us at advertise@thesphere.tv.
So let me jump in real quick because I've been over here reading.
I see.
I've been over here reading and scanning.
I'm excited. Why did I get so excited? I'm like, yes.
I've been here reading
because I'm like,
scanning.
he's always talking. I need something to read.
Yes. First of all,
I got you.
First of all, it's mad scannable. Like it's color coordinated.
That's important because people
can tell he's in consulting and in business.
Attention spans are like this.
Yes, you can tell he's worked with HRs and he's written manuals. He's put stuff on paper.
Got the feedback and applied it.
And he's applied it. Number one, but number two, I'm just gonna read some. He put it in 3 different categories, right? 3 different behaviors, or not necessarily behaviors. 3 different, categories. Quitting thoughts, quitting feelings, and quitting behaviors. I'm just gonna go a couple of them. This number 2 is just dope to me, especially for men.
Okay.
Quit thinking vulnerability is weak.
Ooh.
Ouch. Let's see. Quit being impatient is a good feeling. Quit falling in love with ideas.
Ooh. I know a person.
Ooh, we hitting it now.
Let's see. What's another one? Quit being an opportunist.
Listen,
I could get into that.
I mean,
quit not writing down goals.
I think. Listen,
you get excited?
I know.
We need everybody out there to go get 99thingstoquit.com.
Y'all better listen. www.
Number 22 is funny. I love it. Quit hating.
Quit. It takes so much energy to do that.
Too much energy.
I mean, too much energy. And you angry for the what? For what?
For what?
Listen, I was like, this. I'm in my lane. I'm driving my speed.
No doubt.
We witnessed it in our lifetime. We seen like the Lancomes and all these other, the Macs and all these, from a woman, cosmetics, right? We seen all these brands being built. Then we saw little Kylie Jenner come up and she's like the next billionaire. Then we saw Rihanna jump on a bus. Fenty, she's the next billionaire. But all these people are doing the same thing in their lane. Like, it works. Stop hating on people for having some ideas that you might have. Stop hating on people for being like you. Stop hating on people that have the same pair of shoes. Stop hating on people because you want their car. Stop hating on, just stop hating.
Right.
Period. And just go out and live your life.
Right.
Period. That's all.
Being reluctant to change.
And stop giving so much lip about change.
But and here's the thing, right?
This is so good.
The book, check this out. The book is only 99 pages. You ain't peeped that. The book is only 99 pages. Y'all better get these nuggets.
99thingstoquit.com.
It's an easy read. It's a practical guide.
Oh, I love it.
For people to, and I guarantee you that this book will change your life. I guarantee you, if you go through this book and you're real with yourself,
this is so
and you
good.
really self-reflect, and you're really brutally honest with yourself, and you really want the very best life that you possibly can have, then you will quit all the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, people that have been holding you back.
People not ready, but I want y'all to get ready because this 2019,
That's
and as we're at the beginning of the year, and we have experienced so many things, just even as a nation, right?
Yeah.
As a nation, we're experiencing things. People are really, just not knowing which way to go. I mean, you know, we know, like for us at this table, we know what we believe, right? But a lot of people out there are feeling lost. They're, you know, they're not necessarily sure what's going to happen next in life. Not sure when you look in the news, you're not sure what's about to happen. Like, you know, it's always something. Every day it seems like it's another mass killing. It's another, you know, it's just constantly something. People are not happy with their job because they feel they're not pursuing purpose. Like you mentioned, all the reasons why people don't pursue purpose is because they're really scared of just jumping out there. They're not too many people can balance or don't think they can balance being a corporatepreneur.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't think they can do two things at once because they were told that multitasking wasn't the way. Like, you know, there's so many reasons why people are feeling like they can't give up what they've thought to pursue purpose. But I love this book for that reason. I mean, I'm bought in, and I haven't, you know, I've just heard the preface. I mean, I'm all into it. I mean, I think there's not enough people that get that motivational daily. Like I said, this is probably I feel like this book, when it was put on your heart to do, it was, I mean, you could say it better than I can, but I feel like if I was to meet you just before now, and I heard about this, I'm like, well, was there a journey in your life? You was like, you know what? I'm motivated to do this, but I feel like this is a life change for me. You're like, I mean, that life change for you, that's life altering, that, you know, you just want to share with everybody. This changed me, and I want to change everybody else at the same time. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you, it was very therapeutic for me too. So writing this book, so end of 2017 and all of 2018, it was very therapeutic for me because it took great introspection for me to look deep within my soul. And when I did that, I can tell you that last year was probably one of the best, if not the best, years of my life, professionally, personally, in my marriage, with my children, everything. Because I really, I prayed for discernment, and I prayed for wisdom and understanding, and just the recognition tool that this book served for me is I was able to identify whenever I was procrastinating. Boom, I identified it. And people gonna fall off the tracks. We're human.
Right.
That's fine. But as long as we can identify and we can say, you know what, okay, I got to get right back on track. That's what this book is really intended to do.
I love that. I think everyone, if you're listening, watching, you subscribe to the show, definitely go out and get 99thingsToQuit.com. Look at the book. You know, look, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to give you a testimonial about it. We're going to bring them back and talk about a testimonial. For sure, because I think that we need to have a further discussion. I would love to have the doc on, too, to talk about the power of quitting and to have that conversation,
awesome.
You know, with the mental health expert as well, because I think she would give a lot of insight.
You know what? That's a great segue because for every book that I sell, all right, I've partnered with the Soldiers Project.
Okay.
And the Soldiers Project is a nonprofit organization that their whole mantra is healing the hidden wounds of war.
Oh, that's good.
And if you look in the book, my uncle passed away last year, and he was a veteran. He was so excited, and he bled, you know, red, white, and blue. Like, he was so passionate about being a veteran, and a way to honor him is I wanted to partner with an organization that dealt with the mental health of our warriors when they come back from serving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because we can't forget about them.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough conversation about that. I think, and we see it. I mean, unfortunately, we do see what happens when they don't get the care that they need, because there's things that happen. I know my mom's oldest brother, he now is deceased, but he fought in Vietnam, and I remember him. He was an older gentleman, of course, when I was born, but I remember him just going through the effects of the psychological things that he went through, and he turned to alcohol to deal with it. And we saw to see how he had to live. He had to do a lot of transitions to come. So he moved from my mom moved to Houston. He moved to Houston, and he wound up getting his life on track. But it was hard for him for years. My mother said for years it was very hard because it was so many things that would traumatize him.
Of course.
Mentally, and he couldn't let it go.
Right.
He couldn't let it go. So so I think this is great. I'm so glad that you did partner with that's a great organization to partner with. I think that's amazing. So yeah, for sure, we definitely need to have a extended conversation about that as too. Like, how can this help persons that are actually experiencing some, mental, emotional, psychological deficits?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all of our veterans, our active personnel.
Definitely.
Service members, John 15:13 is clear. greater love has no one than this than to lay down his life for those that he loves, right? And so that's what our servicemen commit to do. Whether or not they commit to that possibility, whether they're in the reserves, Coast Guard, whatever the case may be, that's what they commit to, that possibility to potentially lay down their lives for people they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. I have such a passion and such compassion, right, for our veterans and our active servicemen. I really, really do. That's really do. Shout out to Uncle Roland, man.
Yeah. That's my man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's my man.
No doubt. I tell you, this has been a phenomenal, an amazing, a wonderful show. I guarantee you we're going to have a part 2. We told you a couple of weeks ago we were going to have a part 2, and we did. We're going to have a part 2 for this. I see my head is going like 1,000 miles a minute on how we can do that, and how we can make it happen, because I'm excited to get this book.
I'm so excited about it.
I've got 99 Things to Quit, and giving up
is one of them.
Go to 99 things.
Yeah.
I quit saying it wrong. You know what I mean?
Yay!
I quit saying it incorrectly. Go to 99thingstoquit.com. And how can they get in contact with you if they want to get in contact with you personally, Jason?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram, Jason B. Montanez, Twitter, Jason B. Montanez, Facebook, Jason B. Montanez. Also, email jason@catapultleadership.com. And please visit 99thingstoquit.com. Order yourself a copy. You're doing great work. I'm donating $1, like I said, to the Soldiers Project. Every book that I sell.
We love it.
That's amazing.
We love it.
Well, my name is Kalen Laws, a.k.a. Senor Wapo. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to my website, and follow me. That's SENORGUAPO713. Holla at your boy.
And I'm Kira Laws. You can follow